Throughout all of history, the common man has been fascinated with the luxury, leisure, and lifestyles of those in places of fame and royalty. Whether it be noblemen, performers of the arts, or even television personalities, the normal everyday person is quite taken with the overall way of life of such people. That's why we have been at the very forefront to provide you a look into the life of Lord and Manor. Oh, hello. I, of course, am your humble host, Wilton Eggsforth Snootsberry III of the Glaston Fiddleberry, Oxfordshire Manor. I'm thrilled to be showing you today the newest chapter of our prestigious program of Lord and Manor. Today we're going to take a look at one of the celebrities of the new media, famous YouTuber just joshing around, who has recently taken the country and, I dare say, the world by storm. Join me as I survey both the unique Nerd Museum and the busy workshop of one of today's hottest YouTube stars. It's certain to be a rousing good time, I assure you. Oh, hey there. Yes, good day to you, sir. Here, come in. Before we begin, I have to ask, what's it like to enjoy the fame and fortune that goes along with being one of the most world-famous YouTube celebrities alive?
That's very kind, but I'm a bit confused. I've only been doing YouTube for about a few months now, and I wouldn't exactly call 69 subscribers world famous.
69 subscribers? Oh, goodness me. Well, what am I doing wasting my time with some hapless man-child nobody?
Hey, wait a minute. There's no need to be ignorant.
I believe we're finished here. Good luck with your 69 subscribers.
Listen up, Snotburger.
That's Snootsberry.
I don't care what it is, Jack. You keep your appointments.
I'll do no such thing.
Fine.
I'm leaving
if you don't
at
want
once.
to film it, I'll do it.
Ow.
Here.
No,
give me the camera.
No, out, unhand me!
Oh,
Ow, you
pipe
fiend!
down.
You charlatan! Ah!
Sorry for that little bit of unpleasantness there, folks. Snotburger actually agreed to let me borrow the camera so that I can give you guys a closer look at my theater room / headquarters and my workshop. This was actually requested by several people, including one Mr. Jeff Nunemaker. So, let's get to it. First up, here's the Millennium Falcon, followed by the shotgun from the Halo shotgun video, Star-Lord's blaster, the energy sword from Halo, the Infinity Gauntlet, which you guys recognize. It's a Needler from Halo, a couple pistols from Star Wars, notably Han Solo's blaster. That's Cassian Andor's rifle and pistol from the previous video. That's a Halo assault rifle. That is the Batman grapple gun from Batman vs. Superman. These are some different swords that I've received as gifts over the years, along with some lightsabers there on the bottom. This is a picture that my daughter made for me a couple years ago, Batman and Robin. As you can see, I'm a huge fan of Batman. I'm also a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings. I know I don't have every figure from the movies, but I do have quite a few of them. The amount of detail on these things is just spectacular. The way that I arrange them on the shelves is actually to try to tell the story in a sequential order, or at least in order of the appearance of each figure. Like Treebeard here stomping on Grishnak. Obviously that is a surround sound speaker and not one of the Lord of the Rings figures here. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the quality of these figures puts most other figures to shame. They really did do a fantastic job with these things. Both this Master Chief helmet here and the Noble Team statue are collector's items from legendary editions of the games. I have some different collectible stuff mixed in with my DVDs and Blu-rays as well. Along with a bust of one of my personal heroes, Ron Swanson. That's a special collectible dragon from Skyrim, along with some Batman figures that I had customized prior to my YouTube days. I actually got the inspiration for the armored Batman from a Cosplay Chris video. This Batman helmet is actually a Halloween costume accessory. It's a $3 Star-Lord figure that I customized as well. Here's a couple of Predator collectibles from my good buddy Zichmail, and these are some custom-made scimitars belonging to the Dark Elf Drizzt Do'Urden from the Forgotten Realms series. Here's a Thanos figure that I'm going to customize for a future video at some point, along with a Talkboy hiding behind it from Home Alone. There's a few books here from R.A. Salvatore, who is one of my favorite authors. Here's my giant Commando figure holding Robin with his good arm. This is a diverse and seemingly random collection of action figures and such. Here's a couple pieces of Hulk memorabilia. Here's the Christopher Reeve Superman sitting down taking a break. Here's a couple different helmets that I have, and I actually missed out on an Iron Man one of these a couple years ago. There's an assortment of Star Wars memorabilia, and another Batman shelf. A couple Superman things here, and this little picture that my kids made for me for Father's Day a couple years ago. I have a very random assortment of posters and pictures on my walls, but they're all representing something that I like. This Batmobile my wife actually got for me for Christmas before we even had kids. She's pretty awesome. Here's a future customization project. This coffee table I built specifically to showcase this map, which my cousin gave me as a gift a few years ago. It's pretty awesome. Now let's move out to the workshop. I built this workbench shortly after we moved into this house. I had never really worked on stuff before, but I knew I'm going to have a place for my tools and different supplies. Now it's a good home for this 3D printer and all the supplies that go along with it. I am pretty steadily outgrowing my workspace. It's pretty difficult for me to throw out little scraps of wood, and these bins actually help to organize that, at least a little bit. I haven't really talked about these shelves before, but I built them a little while back, using a French cleat system. Basically, you cut strips of plywood with a 45-degree cut, and then the cleat rests down inside, and it makes for a very solid shelf. It's a very inexpensive and versatile shelving system. This toolbox was actually my grandfather's, and I was fortunate enough to inherit it. I installed a couple cleats on the back of it so I can hang it up, but I can also pop this thing off the wall if I need to. And it's perfect for housing all of my wood finishing supplies. This is my compound miter saw that you guys have seen in a lot of my videos before. This is a workmate that was actually my grandfather's as well. Here's my table saw along with my crosscut sled. Here's a couple of random tools that I don't use too often. This is the dust collector that I made. It's pretty simple. It consists of two buckets assembled together with a baffle inside that creates a vortex that drops all of the sawdust out, and it works really well. You guys probably recognize the belt sander and the scroll saw from a few of the videos that I've made in the past. And this is a wooden mallet that was also my grandfather's. This is a basket of smaller projects that I'm going to customize eventually. And that's pretty much my workshop. It's not really anything to brag about per se, but it serves my purposes very well. Well, that pretty much wraps up my tour video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was something a little bit different, not as exciting this week, but it was requested by a couple different people, and I really didn't have a lot of time to work on a project this past week and a half. It's been pretty busy. So I thought it was a good time to do this one instead. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to turn it back over to Snotburger now, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Well, all unpleasantness aside, I thought that was a rather good episode. Be sure to tune in next week for another rousing presentation of Lord and Manor. I, of course, am once again your humble host, Wilton Eggs 4th Snootsberry III, saying thank you for joining us. Ta-ta.